Tim, your boys had to dig deep tonight, didn't they?
Certainly did, yeah. Conditions, although sitting on the sideline seems nice and pleasant, but I think you could see both sides were pretty distressed there during the game, so it was hard going.
It was the same margin as the last game, but do you think it was more competitive, closer really in other respects?
Oh yeah. I think we gave up an intercept just after half time earlier this year and got them back into the game. But yeah, we had to hold our composure there at the back end of the game, both games actually, and poke our noses in front. And a late try from Cam in the earlier game this year, and then tonight from Boydie was what clinched it. But I think that's why people stay there. That's why there's so much interest in the Test matches now, because you can never be sure that you're going to win it.
What were your thoughts at half time? That try very close for that nice Beale try, very close at half time, and they went Sheens 10-0. What were your thoughts then? 10-0 at half time.
Yeah, well, it was disappointing. We'd held off and control. We defended well, although the try from dummy half was disappointing because we knew he was going to try that on us. But to take back control of the game and then just on half time, from a failed diffusion of a bomb was disappointing. But that's the Kiwi side, and the Australian side does the same thing. If you're not on your game to the end, to the whistle of both halves, you're going to get in trouble. So they've just reminded us of that.
Change to your starting team, Tim. Can you say a few words about that, about your thinking there?
Well, I wanted Tony, a bit more thrust with Tony out there early, and Nate has a bit of a sternum issue, which he's carried the back end of the season, had a little bit of an issue with it early in the week, so I decided to make a change just to ease him back into the game later. I wanted to get him out there first half, it just didn't happen for whatever reason. There was the way things were playing, but he did a good job when he came out the back end.
A lot of the talk pre-game was about the size of the Kiwi forwards, but obviously tonight, your front row pair, Gale, Ryan Hoffman, when he was on there, really had an impact. Yeah,
that's part of the reason probably why Nate didn't get on back into the first half, because Gallon was going so well and controlling the centre really well. So with Smithy and our front row rotation, so we stuck to that pretty well.
James Tarmo had a wonderful game there. Had a lot of pressure on him going into it as well.
He did, yeah. The two Cowboy props played really well. Scotty as well. So I was happy with. I wasn't unhappy with anyone. Everyone dug in, and a week's preparation's not easy. We're a few rusty things. It's hot out there, slippery ball. Overall, I think it was a good game, a quality game. Obviously, the scoreline kept it that way too. Everyone was on the edge of their seats, including the coaching staff, I can tell you.
Cam, along with Lockie and Langer, you've now got the triple crown of rugby league. You've earned your off-season, if anything.
Yeah, I'm just about to jump on the phone to Craig Bellamy, actually, after an extra month off. But, I spoke the other day, or it was yesterday, to you guys about this sort of winning these trophies. It's it's obviously nice personally to be able to lift those trophies up at the end of the game, but that's a luxury of having the C next to your name. You get to lead a great football sides out. With me playing at Melbourne and obviously Queensland and Australia, but it's down to those boys back in the dressing room. The results that we've had this year, and I'm just the guy that gets to stand up on the podium and lift the trophy. But nice to be alongside a couple of legends of the game that I sort of grew up idolising. Nice to have that one in the back pocket.
Cam, what can you say about Scott and Tarmo and what they did tonight?
Oh, they were tremendous, and I thought those two guys were probably the form props of the competition, and in the last month of the season. They were making great meters defensively. They worked extremely hard, and obviously playing up here in front of their home crowd, they probably felt a little bit of pressure to go out and perform, and they did a great job. They were on the pump a lot in that first half, but they dug in defensively and made some strong carries for us, coming off their own try line. And, they're playing a tough position, the toughest position on the field, and particularly when you're playing against the Kiwis. It doesn't get any harder than that, but they just kept turning up, running to the brick wall when they were asked to. And again, like Scotty picked up the best on ground outside. Jimmy got our players, so speaks of how they performed tonight.
Do you say Cameron's a bit more than just the guy that holds the trophy up at the end of the day?
Cameron?
Yeah, you would say that he does a bit more than just hold the trophy up.
No, he's a fair player.
He can bat and bowl a little. He can bat and bowl a little, like.
If I had a club, he could come and play for me.
Tim, on that, you took your time with the crowd outside to thank them. Is this the last time we're going to see you in the coaching box?
I hope not. There's been some speculation, but that's in the hands of, that's not in my hands, that's up to the board.